Our minds are intricate and powerful instruments, but they don't always operate in our best interests. In this video, we'll delve into 5 harmful psychological tricks your mind plays on you. 1. Cognitive biases shape your perceptions. Cognitive biases are mental shortcuts our brains use to process information rapidly. While these shortcuts are efficient in some contexts, they can lead to skewed perceptions and detrimental choices. Confirmation bias is the tendency to seek out information that confirms our existing beliefs while dismissing or ignoring evidence that challenges them. This bias traps us in a bubble of our own opinions, hindering our personal growth and decision-making capabilities. It can lead to echo chambers where we only encounter information that reinforces our preconceived notions, preventing us from forming a more balanced worldview. Anchoring bias occurs when we place excessive weight on the first piece of information we encounter when making decisions. This initial piece of information, or anchor, influences our judgment, often to our detriment. For example, when buying a car, if we first see an overpriced model, we may anchor our expectations at a higher cost, leading us to make a costly decision. 2. Self-sabotage and imposter syndrome undermine self-esteem. Our minds can undermine our self-esteem and confidence through self-sabotaging patterns and imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is a psychological pattern where individuals doubt their accomplishments and fear being exposed as a fraud. This persistent self-doubt can hinder personal and professional growth and create unnecessary stress and anxiety. It often leads to underestimating one's abilities, even in the face of significant achievements. The fear of success is a less discussed but equally relevant phenomenon. People with a fear of success may unconsciously avoid taking the necessary steps to achieve their goals because they associate success with increased pressure and responsibilities. This fear can limit their potential and thwart their ambitions, leaving them stuck in mediocrity. 3. Emotions can be manipulated. Our emotions can be manipulated by our minds, leading to irrational fears and emotional turmoil. Catastrophizing is a cognitive distortion where individuals magnify the importance or implications of a situation, assuming the worst possible outcome. This can result in undue anxiety and stress over events that may never occur. For instance, a minor setback at work might be perceived as a career-ending catastrophe. Emotional reasoning is the fallacy of assuming that our emotions accurately reflect reality. For example, if someone feels anxious, they might believe that something must be genuinely dangerous. This can lead to impulsive decisions, driven by emotions rather than logic, sometimes with adverse consequences. 4. Manipulative thought patterns affect mental well-being. Our minds can engage in manipulative thought patterns, such as rumination, jealousy, and unfounded guilt that negatively impact our mental well-being. Rumination is the repetitive and intrusive focus on one's distress, problems, or regrets. It can lead to a cycle of negative thinking and heightened stress, often without reaching any constructive resolution. This thought pattern can be paralyzing, preventing individuals from moving forward or finding solutions. Jealousy, fueled by insecurity and envy, can lead to destructive thought patterns that harm self-esteem and relationships. It can result in intrusive thoughts and unfounded suspicions, causing emotional distress and tension in personal and professional life. 5. Perfectionism hinders progress. Perfectionism, often considered a virtue, can become a harmful psychological trick when taken to the extreme. While a desire for excellence can be motivating, perfectionism can become paralyzing when the pursuit of flawlessness interferes with productivity and personal growth. Perfectionists may set impossibly high standards, leading to chronic dissatisfaction with their own work and an inability to finish projects. Perfectionists often have an intense fear of failure, which can make them risk-averse. This fear can prevent them from taking calculated risks and exploring new opportunities, ultimately hindering their progress and innovation.